Hello, it's ScouseMouse here. Welcome back for some more Final Fantasy VII. Let's go. So last time we collected one of the 4 huge materia, the one from North Corel. And now we gotta carry on collecting some more. So the only one that we know about at the moment is the one that's in Fort Condor. So that's where I'm gonna go. Now I'm gonna have to go all the way back the way I came from to get my airship back. And that's gonna take quite a while. So I'll try to speed things up a bit. On the bright side, these enemies may be kind of easy to kill so we don't get much experience. But you level up your limit breaks by how many enemies that you've killed as well. So having lots of enemies that you can kill in one hit is a pretty quick way of leveling up. Those limit breaks is what yeah. Boom, see that's 5 kills for Sid right there. Do you remember when we came this way the first time and we had to go all the way along the top to kind of flick the switch to make the drawbridge come down, and then we go all the way back and go down the bottom route again? Oh, and there was the falling down the tracks. Good times. Right, and here we are back at the reactor. So we need to just go up this staircase, down that little mountain that we climbed, and we'll be back at the airship. Hey, and here we are, out the cave and back in our good old airship. So now I'm going to take you over to Fort Condor, if I can remember where it is. I'm pretty sure it's near Cosmo Canyon. So this is Cosmo Canyon here. Where are you, Mr. Fort Condor? Ah, we'll find it, I'm sure. Have a little fly around. There's loads of dots on the map. Anything that's a dot on the map is like a city that you can go to. Oh, there we go. It's on the first continent that you start on. I was thinking it was near Cosmo Canyon. No, it's not. There it is, and you can see it's not called Fort Condor for nothing. There's a big condor on top of it. Right. So you can't land on the like mountainous ground. So we'll have to park over here on the grass and go for a visit. Now there is a whole host of kind of side missions that you can do for this Fort Condor thing. But honestly, I find it really dull. So you're going to get a taster of what it's like now, and I'll explain what the side missions would be. We've been fighting the Shinra for a long time at this battlefield. Even now we're still settled in for a long war with them. If you aren't in a hurry, won't you help us fight them? Listen, I don't want to push, but if you've got something else to do, why don't you... If you've got something else to do, why don't you finish that first? I guess we'll help. Really? Then go on up and I'll fill you in on the details. Always happy to help, lend a helping hand. Climb little rope. You need to sort out a better entrance. Back to lovely, relaxing music. I really, really hope that they don't change. I mean, everyone seems to think they're gonna. I really hope that they don't change the soundtrack for the remake. This, for me, is the best soundtrack in any game ever. It would be scandalous to not leave it. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Right, let's go up to the roof and have a little chat with this dude. Do you guys want to see it too? What is it? The condors. They're huge. Come on, have a look. Look at that. What a sight. And he's protecting a ginormous egg. Wouldn't fancy trying to snatch his egg. What do you think? Awesome, huh? Yeah, not bad, not bad. I think we need to have a chat with the guy down here first, and he's going to kind of fill us in with the details. Just like the guy at the entrance told us to, actually. Hello. Now this is something. I never thought anyone would ever climb up here. Any minute now, this will be a battlefield against Shinra. You'd better get down before you get involved.
A battlefield? We can't overlook that. Shinra again.
What do you mean by that? It appears you have a problem with Shinra too. After all, you climbed up here. Why not listen to what I have to say for a moment?
Alright, talk on.
Do you know what's at the top of this mountain?
No matter how you look at it, that's a reactor.
And on top of it, is that the Condor? I can see you're very perceptive. Yes, it's a reactor and a Condor. Looks like there's a special materia up in the reactor. Then came the Condor, so Shinra dispatched the troops to get rid of it. Their plan is to get rid of the Condor and the people of this mountain, and to get the materia from the macro reactor. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to fight Shinra ourselves. That's why we've hired soldiers to help us. As our sponsor, you can help us with a contribution, or by fighting alongside us. What do you think? You want to join us in our fight?
If you go that far, what can I say? Well, we'll be able to do something if you leave it up to us. Got it. I'm gonna lend a hand too.
That's the right decision. Damn straight, we're gonna help. Can't leave a wounded man behind. Now I think we need to head up and have a chat. And this is a whole new kind of mechanic to the game, which you'll see in a second. A whole new aspect. Which is fun for a little bit. I'll explain why I don't do the side quest though.
So, shall I let you in on our strategy?
The enemy is targeting this mountain's reactor, and we'll be climbing to reach it. We must set a trap and hire soldiers to protect the place.
Well, this is all we have.
This village doesn't have any money. Even if we wanted to fight, our hands are tied because we're broke. To hire one soldier, we need 400 gil. So if we hire 20 soldiers, we must have 8,000 gil. Yeah, thanks for the maths, mate. That is, we would like you to use your own money to hire these soldiers, buy the trap, set it up, and give the commands. Okay, you want me to do absolutely everything then? We know that what we're asking is selfish. We sent our wives and kids to another village. We're resigned to our fate. Let's get back to square one. If the enemy penetrates this shed, you'll have to fight them off immediately. I know it's a one-shot deal, but I'm asking for your help. Now then, is there anything you wish to ask? Nope, we know it all. I'll explain as we go. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
This is the deciding battle. The enemy numbers more than ever before. Right, so this is like a kind of basic real-time strategy game. So there's going to be enemies attacking. This is the shed where we were just sat. Up here is the Condor with the egg that we're trying to protect. And down here, we're going to get enemies from the bottom of the screen kind of making their way up to us to try and kill us. Start the game? Yes, please. Yeah, and so we need to kind of basically place... Why is it not letting me place troops? I think you have to place them closer to your... Yeah, you have to place them closer to you. So you can put down a fighter, which costs, 400 gil. Or an attacker, that again, he costs 420. Obviously, increasing prices, they've got different... Some of them do long-range attacks. Some of them are stronger, some of them are weaker. All this kind of jive. Now, it's quite fun. Let's go with defenders. They've got a lot of high HP and a lot of attack, and they're not that expensive. Yes, so the side quest of this game is essentially, and then once you've placed them, you can tell them to move. So you have to place them near other people. But then you can move them. And I think once we've got some troops lower down the map, we'll be able to kind of place new ones near to them. But yeah, so anyway, the kind of side quest of this is, you can set the speed to high or low in the bottom right corner, depending on whether kind of, you're a beginner or you know, you want to slow things down a bit so you can get your troops set up or whatever, I'll always have it on high, because I think even on high it's too slow, and that is the problem. That's the flaw with this little thing, I think. It's just a bit too slow. He has arrived at the directed position. Thank you. Yeah, so the idea of the mini quest or the side quests is that you'll have to do this. The Shinra are attacking this Fort Condor a lot, and you can do this particular like mini game like 30 times or something ridiculous. You can do it a lot. Thank you. It's just letting me know that my troops are in position where I've told them to go. Yep, thank you. Got the message. And we can install some catapults, if I can remember. Oh! Just brought up the little... Can you believe, in all the years of playing this game, I didn't know that you could view all the controls like that. There we go. So we could chuck a catapult down if we wanted to. What have we got? Oh, that's a bit pricey, isn't it? 1,000 gil. What else have we got? Let's go with a fire catapult, I guess. So it shows you the kind of the area that this could reach to. So if we put it there, that's going to block the whole kind of pathway, which is quite nice. Let's move these guys in a bit closer. Fire! Good work, catapult. One, reload. And now we can tell them to attack. Yeah, so the mini quest, the side quests are that you have to do this like this same game kind of 30 times. And each time you do it, you'll get something, a new item. But it's stuff like, you know, a high potion or an elixir or an ether, or, you know, it's like, it's really not the best items in the world. So the rewards aren't great, and it takes a long time. And I think, you know, it's fun. This is the only time in the game where you have to do it. So you have to do it to the kind of, as the guy said earlier, this is the final push from the Shinra. So there's more enemies this time than ever before. But I'm gonna stick another catapult at this entrance, just so we're ready. Enemy destroyed. You get into action, mate. Ooh, have I got something that can attack flying things? I hope so. Okay, the catapult seems to be doing the job. Yeah, so yeah, this is the time when the Shinra are in full force, and they're coming to attack the Condor and try and take the huge materia. Oi! Are you gonna do something about it, mate? Are you gonna defend yourself? So this is the one time in the game where you have to do this, but you can do it a ton more times. Oh dear. Just realized I've left a bit of a gap over on the right hand side where, because if someone reaches the shed, then this whole little game is over and it goes into like a proper Final Fantasy VII style battle that you'll have to win, which again is a very easy battle, so it's nothing to worry about, but just something to note. So I mean, if you really didn't want to do this, you could just let them get to the shed if you wanted to, and then do a regular battle. Is he gonna go up to the right? I think he is, isn't he? I'm just gonna stick one defender there. At the ready. You can take him on, can't you? I'm sure you can. One-on-one. Right. Yeah, so I'm probably going to speed this up because it's, you know, it's slow. It really is. Yay! We halted the enemy attack. God, that took longer than I remembered. Yes, we did it. That was wonderful, thank you. I doubt Shinra will attack now. We beat them. What's going on? Oh, the Condor's egg. It's cracking. Oh no. Oh. That light just now. The Condor. The eggs. What? Would you go outside and see what it was? Anything else you want me to do for you, mate? Make you a cup of tea? It's hatched! Why does it look like a giant chocobo? Don't forget the summon! Phoenix materia. Lovely stuff. Hello, little birdie. Is he off? That baby condor? Right. Well, we got our summon. Never say no to a new summon. Gone. Be sure and report to my father, too. Will do. Thank you would be nice. Oh, to be fair, he did say thank you. Everyone, thanks. I really mean it, thanks. Although there isn't anything we can give you, we'll make sure you can stop in and stay anytime, so be sure to drop by. Yes, and there's one thing I forgot to tell you. Yay! We received the key item, huge materia. Huh? What's this? The truth is, this is the materia inside the reactor.
What the hell did we fight for? We weren't protecting the reactor, we were protecting the condors.
When that reactor was built, they forced us to help. That's how we knew what was inside the reactor. I knew this day would come, so after the Shinra left, I sneaked in and took the materia. I didn't mean to fool you, but I guess that's how it ended up. I'm really sorry.
Just forget about it. Anyway, we're still alive.
I see. If you put it that way, we're really grateful. So, the last huge materia that Shinra's after is in the underwater reactor in Juno. How the hell does Sid know that? I knew it, but how does Sid know?
We must get there before them and stop them. But you know, Shinra's probably on high alert since we always mess with them. How about we take a break and go see that little fella for a bit?
You mean Cloud?
Yeah, I'm worried about Tifa. She may have collapsed taking care of the guy. How about checking in on him, down in Medeal?
That certainly sounds like a plan, Sid. Sounds like a plan. So, next time we're gonna leave it. We'll leave the episode here, and then next time we'll go visit Cloud. So let me get myself outside and back to the airship. Right, so we are gonna leave it there for today. That is our second huge materia bagged up. But before we go on to get the third huge materia, we're gonna pay Cloud a visit and Tifa and see how they're getting on. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to leave a like if you did, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Shit, did I do the down of down? Fuck. Can't remember.